Alright. Hopefully we will be able to get this going without crashing again. Be picking up Dwarf Fortress. Just got to get my windows right so I can see chats and things like that. Alrighty. Sadly, it hasn't given us a starting song, but it should do as soon as we load into the fortress. So you can see your save games are literally when you exit the game. There are ways around this, known as save scumming, but in general, this is meant to be a hardcore game. This is a roguelike. It's Iron Man. You will you lose, and that's it. It's all gone. You become part of history. So, let's see here. Where did we leave off when everything decided to crash? So we have our basic stockpiles, got our farms going. Let's see, we have food and drinks. Good. Alright, so it looks like we haven't gotten too far back, which is good. Let's see how this looks here. We haven't planned the dining hall yet. And the mason is still making thrones. Cool. Alright. Add a couple of tables to his list so we can get those going. Let's go ahead and assign these rooms just to make sure that everybody has a room. Let's get through all of these. There we go. We got one to spare, which is nice. Hopefully, though, we'll be relying more and more on having barracks for all of our sleeping needs. Especially until the newcomers prove themselves. You get quite a useless lot of people with most migrant waves. Like a guy who's exceptional at milking. It's like, I don't care how good you are at milking as long as you make the milk, so why? Let's see here, I need to cancel. I always forget I have to use a cube for this. Alright, build, chair. That's right, we have to do planning mode on each thing. Alright, nearly got back up to where we started. Or rather, where we left off. Okay, those are those. We have a few beds there. We need more barrels, as I recall. Get those bashed out, and let's get things on pause so everybody can start working again. We need to get the building up around the entrance so we have some defenses. So just go ahead and quickly knock that out here. We're going to enable box select, another handy feature from DF hack, and that allows us to plan out all of these without having to use the cumbersome normal tools for it, where you'd have to decide length and width and place each wall segment by itself. So up here on the right, you get a choice of what materials you want to make it out of, and they're usually sorted by distance. You can make it out of tower cap logs, but we only have number 4 of them. And this whole construction is going to take 20 blocks to make. So if we want it all to be one color, we need to choose something we have enough of. We got tons of chalk, and chalk is not going to burn down because it's stone, so that's what I'm using. And then just before they get too far, I'm going to try and cancel some of these here. Yep, there we go. And now we have room for the entrance there. And then something I forgot to mention last time. You'll want to make up ramps or upstairs for things like this. I think I'm going to try with the upstairs and put some ramparts in the top and let archers shoot from there. But yeah, you need to have a little staircase here to get up so that you can build a roof on this if you ever want one. And then, of course, on the top side, you need a downstair for them to get down with. And until you have these two things placed, they won't be able to get up. I forgot to hit the other ups. I forgot you have to hit enter twice and then choose the material. I just canceled out of it. This I will use wood for. So I'm gonna do downstairs here. Might have to wait until they built that one first before they can reach that. That's probably why it's arguing at me. Alright. So that's most of our industry going again. Got our defenses started. Everybody's farming, growing things. Our still is working at making more booze, which is always good for our dwarves. That's right. Did we ever make this? Yeah, this is already a meeting area. That's great. And let's see here. That's right. We need to get a let's see, a manager going. So we need to get some offices out here. And they'll need more and more lavish offices as the fortress gets better or their rank improves. So it's good to just go ahead and give them plenty of room, and that will help to increase the quality of their office. I have a couple of different size ones here. And then they'll probably eventually get their own little annexes where they get their own dining rooms and stuff like that, but we'll save those for another time. Alright. So, our nobles. We have nobody who's good at the job, so we're just going to have to set somebody to do it. And we might as well just make him the expedition leader. So he's going to be our manager as well. So yeah, he does require the meager office. Offices aren't too hard to make. You just need a chair and a table, and then eventually they'll want things like coffers and armor racks and things like that on it. Yeah, our dwarves are busy going up and down, hauling rocks around. It's something that would make their lives a little easier. We added a couple of wheelbarrows to the construction queue here. There's no hotkey for wheelbarrows, unfortunately, so you just have to add them manually. They're really handy because ever since an update a couple years back, stones became very heavy to haul. And poor little dwarves will just be sitting there like hauling one of these stones for just an inordinate amount of time. And God forbid they have to take it uphill or up the staircases. But with the wheelbarrows, they can move at a pretty good pace with them. That reminds me, we need to make sure we have a refuse pile. Great, that's good. We probably need to invest in a butcher, which I think I will go ahead and do out here. The butcher can, as you imagine, cut animals up and make useful parts out of them. And one of the things we'll be wanting to do is saving the bones off to the side. And so that's what I'm going to do here, is I'm going to set this to a corpse stockpile up here, so that any fresh bodies go there. And then we're going to make a refuse pile, but then we're going to modify it, so it only takes bones and skulls. So to modify things, while you have it moused over with Q, you can hit S to change the settings. So we go in here, and we don't really want most of these things. Like, we don't want corpses, forbid all. We don't really want body parts, but we do want skulls, bones, shells, teeth, horns, hair, wool. That can all stay. All of these other bits, though, need to get thrown out. Or put elsewhere. And that's another thing we're going to do here, is we're going to make sure this one doesn't take, well, we'll let it take corpses. Hopefully this one, we can give it a higher priority. Yeah, we'll take from stockpiles and... Yeah. Alright. I think I messed it up, actually. There we go. We'll take from anywhere. There we go. Alright. So let's see what we have going here. We have the first little corners of our walls coming up. That's good. The upstairs are there, so maybe we can now build that. Let's see here. Construction. Downstairs. There we go. Now we can build it. This plumb as well. And from this point on, we can now start to make floors, I believe. I think something like this would be appropriate, and we can do fortifications up there. Not quite. We need more of the walls finished. It won't really let you build anything unless you have access to it. But you can see this tile set has a pretty nice little graphic change to show you. Like, these are the tops of things. These are still just planned. But it'll have a nice effect where they sort of string together and look good. Our pasture is getting a little bit muddier now that it's summer. Not necessarily muddy, but I mean a little less grass overall. It's just something you have to keep an eye out for. Let's see how our mason is getting on with these projects, because, yeah, that's good. We definitely want him to get that sorted out for us. You can see he just has to really struggle to pull those rocks over. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out a nice little opening here. Alright. So the housing is looking good. Only a few chairs are in place so far, although more could be placed. They just haven't been hauled yet. We have very few dwarves right now, so the workforce is spread kind of thin. As you can see in the top right, there are no idlers. Everybody's working on something. So it's not as if I could just whip somebody and say, hey, you get to work. They're doing it. This will get remedied once we have migrants. Alright. Butcher from dead animal, always. Extract from the dead animal. Or from a land animal, I guess that's from, It's weird. I feel like that shouldn't be that task. Alright, we'll leave those on automatic, sort of keep doing it as many times as you can. I mean, hey, if you can capture a land animal, why not? We can sell it. No butcherable animals. Yeah, that'll be something that we'll definitely want a manager to deal with. And it's like, well, technically I have a manager. I could open up the menu. He can't do anything until he has an office to work from. He will actually have to go in, sit down on his desk, and do some work to finalize any of the orders I want to put in. Yeah, everybody's just really working hard, moving things around. I noticed from my previous playthrough, though, I didn't actually make a finished goods stockpile. I just made a really big furniture stockpile. This will get all of the stuff that was left on the ground upstairs out of the way. Well, again, when somebody has the time to grab it. It's a real problem we're running into. Gosh, in this zoom level, it looks so nice and clear. actually tell what these are, like little braces and crutches. Those are a thing. We actually do need to get a medical ward up at some point. Yeah, I guess no time like the present, right? We'll want it sort of near the surface anyhow, because you don't want people bleeding out to have to be taken very far before they can get help. So we'll give it a good amount of room here. And the reason you do this is because there's a very real chance that somebody who's injured by, say, a werebeast will become infected. And you'll want a way to quarantine them inside of their hospital bedroom. So it's not that I care about their well-being and I want them to have plenty of room. It's more that if I don't take this precaution, I will have no way to protect us from anybody turning in the middle of night while they're, being treated. Alright, we'll do that, and we'll get another couple rooms, just because we do want to be able to treat a decent amount of people. We just can't allow them to be all on their own. Or, we can't allow them to have access to everything else, rather. We need them to be all on their own. Yeah, in the back there as well, I'll add a little alcove. We can put 2 coffers there that will hold all the medical supplies, bags of gypsum, crutches, splints, thread and needles, so they can, do sutures. Sutures? Yeah, sutures. Yeah, the outdoor area is coming along. Could probably build floors now. Yeah. Let's do it out of chalk, just to be sure. We don't want to take any chances. There are things like dragons. They will breathe fire on you and burn everything to the toast. So you wanna just go with the tried and true stone. It's good stuff. It doesn't burst spontaneously into fire usually. I mean, it can, but not always. So that's nice. Alright, and then hollow. There we go. And also want these out of chalk. There we go. So fortifications are like walls, but they allow archers and crossbowmen to shoot out of them. And, I mean, the enemy can also shoot in, but they have a much harder time. So it's a great thing. It's like your classic ramparts on the top of a tower, like parapets and things like that. And they look cool. They have that going for them. Let's see here. We really need to get some doors here, and in fact, we kind of want to choose the material. These need to be stone. Just any kind of stone. Alright. The wall has to be finished first. That's a shame. Alright, we'll let it run. Let them get some work done. Most of them are busy doing farming, which honestly is probably a good idea. They're doing pretty well with this. Plump helmets, that's good. Our seeds. See, this is a problem. We don't have any more plump helmet spawns. I'm hoping that number is going up, but it's hard to say when they're being planted in the fields and such. We probably need more containers for them. No. They canceled digging for some reason? Oh, maybe it's up here in this area? Yeah, I don't know why that's what that's about. Oh well. Doesn't seem like anyone's dead, so I mean that's good. Everyone's still busy working. That's fine. We do probably want to make a little stockpile here for stone, just to clear it up out of all the bedroom areas. And we're going to make sure it's just for, not for metal, and not for clay. Alright. Wheelbarrows. We'll let it have 2 wheelbarrows, all to itself. So that if they wanted, 2 dwarves could be working on it at the same time easily. I will assume, yes, the wheelbarrows will have been made. That's great. So let's see. What material is this? Slate. Ooh, nice. We should probably get down there for further constructions, like if we want to make better walls and such. I think slate's a bit stronger than chalk. We do want to build a trade depot. We want it up overground. You could make it underground, but you need much larger hallways and such, because they have to be able to bring a whole caravan cart like the kind that we came in. Yeah, there's a lot of sweeping that needs to be done. People need to move parts around. It's just not happening. Too much work, too few people. The work is getting done. They've nearly finished their dining hall, which I should go ahead and set as a dining hall since I can. Yeah, there we go. And let's see here. Go. Now it's a dining hall, everybody can eat here. So that's great. Everybody now knows where they can go for their food, to chill. Somebody has gotten appointed sheriff. Oh, is this abroad? Grey fortification. Yeah, because we're like the ancient ales or something like that, as I recall. He's also the mayor. Interesting. So it seems like there's some intrigue in the world out there. One of the other fortresses has had some shifts of power. And it's something that's relatively new in this update. It's always sort of been meant to be happening in the background, but it was only ever just like a simulation. Now there really are other like living, breathing fortresses out there to a degree. And all sorts of things can change. We could end up as like the seat of power for the Dwarven Kingdom that we're a part of, if our fortress became amazing enough. Which is pretty fun. We can also send out military squads to go and attack other people. Which means, hopefully, that we can go send out military squads to attack those damn dirty elves. You haven't seen it yet, but when they send a caravan, they're going to be appalled that we use wood. And, I mean, the hell's wrong with them? Of course we use wood. Man, I really wish they would dig out some of these areas. There is just too much work for everyone to do. How are our stats? See, I don't want to move too much away from making, you know, booze or... What the hell are these finger millet plants? We got a ton of them. See, I don't want them to stop making booze because it's actually pretty important that they do, because they use it up pretty quick, and things get really bad really quickly if we can't get them boozed up. It's basically like they just get half as fast at doing everything, and if you're already having problems, that becomes an even bigger problem. But at the same time, I do kind of wish that they were working a little more on other things. Maybe they'll go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and mess with the manager. So we can go into our unit list, go into the labor manager. Alright, so he is our miner. Okay, you guys don't mine anymore. Let's see here, carpenter. You're our carpenter now. You do our masonry. Let's see here. Animals, nah. Alright. You are now the doctor. Everybody does this job, taking care of people and pulling people back in from combat. Our carpenter is also our butcher and tanner. Grower. You're going to be all of these. You do all the farming disciplines. See here, herbalist, that's fine. Everybody can do a little bit of picking except for you guys. You have other things you need to do. You're a pretty good miner too. I'll let you do that as well. Let's see here. Fishing, that's good. Nobody should be doing that. Gem cutter, gem setter, leather worker, cook. Somebody's already our brewer. Alright. Hopefully, hopefully that will get them to do a little bit better at assigning labor between each other. It's better, like, the problem you'll get is, the problem you'll get with this is that if you don't manage their skills and what they're allowed to do, you'll end up with your miner being like, alright, well, I'm going to mine this wall. Oh, hey, there's a plant way up there on the surface I have to go run up and get. And then he's like, oh, hey, now that I got this plant, you know what I really need to do? I need to go and mine this one brick way deep underground. And he does that over and over instead of just mining all of the blocks in front of him or picking up all of the plants nearby. So we have a migrant caravan coming in, which is unfortunate, because I just spent all that time arranging their jobs, and now I basically will have to do it again because I have a whole new list of dwarves. Looks like 4 or 5, maybe? Oh, that means I also need to get bedrooms done. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Units list. Actually, here we go. New arrivals. So we got an engraver, a weaponsmith. Hey, that's not too bad. I'm not going to complain about that. A glazer. A glazer! Come on. Literally, guys, a glazer. He's like, what do you do? I put glaze on pottery. We have no pottery. And no glaze. Fisher dwarves, I mean, I guess they're okay. We have a stream. Potentially could have it. But, yeah. An herbalist, a planter. I suppose that's good. We have a lot of planting to do, so we could use the extra help on that. So let's go ahead and make sure, yeah, they're already set to do those things. Go ahead and make sure you're a grower as well. I'm just going to turn all that on for you. You're a farmhand, basically, as far as I see it now. Glazer. What the hell am I going to do with you, Glazer? Man, that sucks. Where's the hauling items? Here we go. You guys just do all of this dirty work. You're now peasants. You just move things around into stockpiles for me and take care of dead bodies and that's it. Water hauling, that's fine. Yeah, okay, sure, you can design buildings, and you could... Okay, you can't do alchemy. Alright, that's fine. Alright, you guys stick with that then. Done. Alright. So, let's see what chat's saying here. Yeah, DF hack is absolutely necessary. You have to have that. You can get away with without a lot of other utilities as long as you have DF hack. Yeah, Dwarf Therapist is pretty great if you take the time to write all your custom professions. I'll probably do that for another playthrough, but I just felt like getting up and going with this, so I just got what I consider the essentials: DF hack, text will be text, and a graphics pack that can handle it, and sound sense, because, I mean, come on, listen to this music. You telling me you don't want this? But also because it gives you little sound effects for the warnings and things that happen, and those are just necessary once you have hundreds of dwarves running around. But yeah, we've got a pretty decent little fortress going. We got some of the basics going. Our carpenter finally ran out of jobs, which means we get to give him new ones. I think right now what we need most are going to be things like chests for our nobles. Probably need to build them some like weapon racks and things. Where is it? They like armor stands, yeah. And let's see here. I feel like there's, yeah, cabinets. Alright, get all that out of the way just so I have it. So we have everything ready. Our trade hub is there now. We're just in a hot savanna sort of area, so we're just a little scarce on trees, but we still have plenty. Nothing too special, honestly. The only thing we have to contend with is we don't really have a mountain to build in, so we're going to have to build up a little bit of defenses on the overground. My main idea for this is to just show off a pretty vanilla sort of run of Dwarf Fortress, where you can really just get into the meat of the game of trying to get up to steal equipment, training up our troops really powerful. I'd like to see about the military things that we can do now, like sending squads out. I want to try and burn down an elf village. Always been a dream, and now there might be a way to do it, so I want to see if we can make that happen. But beyond that, I mean, we probably won't be getting anywhere near that this episode. We'll be lucky if we start the beginnings of our weapon and metal industry by the end of this one. Pop cap the game. Oh yeah, you have to do that. I set mine to, I think it's capped at 180 total, like hard cap, including children. And then I dropped quite a lot of the others down, like to about 80% of their regular values. Yeah, we have a little stream, sadly, not a river, or rather a brook even. So there's not a whole lot of water in that. I don't see any creatures in it. I haven't seen any. So I think it's not going to be great for fishing, but at least we have water. And I suppose I could get some sort of like water mill type thing going. Definitely have to try that at some point. I can change, can change the population limit mid-game. I'm playing on a pretty big world. I let it run for the full like 250 medium length, year span. Took a damn little bit of time. So this world has some good history in it. We're nearby a kingdom that we're from, and we're also within threat of goblins, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna probably make enemies with the elves way quicker than the goblins. It's nice to see that our dining room is nearly done. Get a list of your rooms. We have a bunch of meager quarters. That's what most of them are living in. We have a decent dining room. So that's nice. Our miners haven't gotten to work on this at all. Couldn't tell you why. Probably just busy. Busy with what? Who knows? That's the fun of Dwarf Fortress. Let's see, what are they doing here? Herbalism? That's probably what they're doing. Let's get them off of this. We have plenty of guys to do that now. You guys don't need to waste your time with it. Yeah, they're, I start with pretty nice starter bedrooms just because the people you start with end up getting so much experience that they just start to basically demand it mid to late game. So you might as well just go ahead and put them in there. And then, yeah, eventually, it'll be nice once I smooth it all down. These will all be considered very good rooms. And that means that I'll always have the core of, like, my best skilled people living in sort of really decent housing. That keeps them good and happy. Keeps them tantrum resistant. Although, I don't know how this will work with the new, like, the new mind status thing. It's pretty cool, actually. So let's see this fellow here sleeping. We'll get his thoughts. What is his name? His name is Stakud Leaped Bolts, the farmer. Alright. He's blissful. He loves his bedroom. Look at how he's blissful after sleeping in this bedroom. He's satisfied at work, satisfied at improving his skills in herbalism. Euphoric from our alcohol. We do have some good alcohol here. Blissful dining in a fantastic dining room. See, the dwarves like the rooms and stuff even better than the in-game UI likes the rooms. He did get angry about getting in an argument, but I mean, what can I do about that? We need to get them goblets, that's right. And he got annoyed that he had a drink without a goblet or a cup. And then he got more annoyed when he thought about the fact that he had to drink without using a goblet or a cup. Oh, that's just a shame. But he also is blissful remembering sleeping in a good bedroom. So I guess it evens out. This is their whole new memory system, which is pretty neat. Apparently, like, if anything bigger than this happens, like somebody dies, that, of course, sticks in their memory a lot longer and stronger than, oh man, that one time I had a drink without a mug. God, that's, it's just inhuman drinking without a mug. We're gonna fix that now. Can we? I don't think I can do it in this. Nope. I'm gonna have to make a crafts dwarf workshop. Workshop crafts dwarfs. This one. It also lets us try and make some of the cool instruments in the game, which is actually one of my favorite parts. It's been around for a while. We'll definitely make a tavern at some point, and a couple of temples to whatever god's most popular among our people. Alright, we definitely need to make some mugs now. Wow, this interface has gotten a lot bigger. So it looks like we're gonna have to do rock crafts. There we go. Yep, mugs it is, I think. Yeah, that's my first one with 4412. I play, like, I dabble a little from time to time whenever he releases a new big change. But this is my first time really getting into it and playing around with it much. I used to play on, like, version 34. I played a ton then. So a lot of the things that have changed since then I find surprising and new. Oh, more white jade. That's always fun. Oh, that's a point. I should build a workshop for a gem cutter, or a jeweler, rather. He can then encrust those mugs with white jade, as is our birthright. It'll menace with spikes of white jade. Secured well and fish. That's a fun idea. So, like, should I just loop it through, or do you want me to do it so that the pressure builds up and floods the base? uh, I mean, I have done it before where I've had like a floodgate, so I could just drain in fresh water and then cut it off when the like well is full, and then like another one so I could drain out like the bad water, like after they've all washed themselves all over it in the blood of my fallen enemies and the bodies that the cats carry around. I'll definitely have to do something with the water anyways. Like, I'm gonna have to get power from it, so it would be cool if I could build an area where I could build like a wheel and like get the water for a well and such. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, it's not finished yet. There we go. Alright, so we need to cut the white jade, all of them. And we're going to make a little pile here of gems. It is the meth tile set. Good job. It's actually meth and something else a little bit in there. But as far as I can tell, meth is the most up to date and as far as like covering all of the new sprites and pictures for things. It's like 40, version 40 is like the most recent it guarantees for. It's pretty nice. I've enjoyed it. It's the only thing I wish is I need to figure out how to tell this thing to use bicubic rather than bilinear for like scaling up and down when I zoom in, because it's all blurry. Yeah, that's the problem. Maybe I should change to like the 16K set, and that might work better. I'll try that for next stream, just see how it looks. But it is nice though, because then every now and then when nothing too big is happening, I can just zoom in and take a look like this, and it's nice for you guys, the audience, to be able to see it all like nice and high detail. Miners mining away, they're actually doing their job. It's great. Bedrooms. That's the thing, that's right. Bedrooms. I need to make a little barracks. Can't make a barracks because those assholes are digging down there. I'll just have to wait. They'll just have to sleep on the ground. It's a shame. Ah, yeah. Obsidian, Soul, or Iron Hand. I can give it a try. Obsidian is pretty good. I almost used that one. And then I saw this one just looked so pretty. But you're right, it only is pretty if you have a ginormous freaking monitor. And also, I don't have the internet bandwidth to stream something at 4K. So it's kind of out of the question even if I was able to. Nice looking up here though. We're starting to get all of this done. Let's see if I can't get these to work now that we don't have anything here. That'll be the problem. Build construction floor. There we go. That should help them get that done. The dumbest dwarves end up royalty. It is true. You should see our leader. He has no skills whatsoever. Like, he's dumb. He's not good at analytical things. He hates like talking to people. He's the worst possible character for it. But he's the leader by virtue of still not being worse than anyone else.
It won't work.
Will somebody just haul this piece of stone? Come on. Nah. You, somebody's task already to move it. Alright, just somebody eventually, I guess, will get up there and take it. Yeah. They can be really, you know, spot on, but because it's just random chance, it's like, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes, you know, you have to make them take a little short fall into a lava river. You know, sometimes. Alright. Alright, let's get some more stuff going. So you need to make us some more doors. Door. And then you need to make probably a couple of chairs. We need another table and... Do we? Do we have a table up here? Yeah, nobody's hauling it. That's the problem. They're too busy. Even with the new crop of people, we only have a couple idlers. What are they up to? Who's idling? What are you doing? Who the hell are you? Why are you idling? You're the glazer. Glazer. Get to work, glazer. You have hauling to do. Alright. Get a couple tables going. I really want to get this, probably nothing massive. I mean, I'll probably have to build some walls, you know, and if I do that, I'll probably build some, like, outdoor, like, quad areas for the soldiers to practice and train in. And, you know, since the trade depot is here, I'll probably want it, you know, to be somewhat nice so that, you know, people coming in will be impressed by our grandeur and glory. Oh boy. Well, it's a good thing it's saving. But, unfortunately, it's saving. It's a nice little change, though. I like that the color set changes. Like, even the little, like, prompts on the right-hand screen are like a sort of like a shade of yellow now. UMQ. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know how to use the manager work orders. I just have to finish up the offices for them. It's not a vape pen, sadly. It's a whole vape mod thing, the big blocky things. But it's some, what is this called? Some custard, some killer custard. It's basically just vanilla, and it goes good with Coke, which I drink. Oh, yeah, here we go. Autumn. Cream soda. Cream soda. I like cream soda. Let's see. So he's working hard. He's getting his things made up. Oh wow, the whole dirt changed. I'm not sure I'm okay with that. Like, I feel like underground should still be the same color. But whatever. Yay, alright. Dining room is totally finished. That's good. Bedroom is good. This guy's office is just about good. I need the chair, though. Also, I don't think the door is finished, but that's okay. Should probably see. I need them to finish digging. Yeah, now I can dig out a barracks. I'll have a heart. We'll dig it out here so that it's actually made of like stone, so that we can smooth it, make it look all purty, and they'll be like, wow, this is a splendiferous barracks. And I'll be like, yup, that's how we dwarves do. Now take a pickaxe and get to the mines. Alright, digging out this. Look at this, look. Oh, now it's pretty. That's right, Dwarf Fortress. Circles are pretty. Alright. Some of the tile sets even support circular sort of things. Spreckers. Spreckers cream soda. Interesting. Ooh. Human caravan sniped by were-donkey. Time for war. Yeah, that'll happen. You'll get that sometimes. So this guy needs to make some more beds, because we're gonna need a lot of them. What? No, not that. A bed. There we go. Our stock's holding up in the kitchen. Good. Plenty of food. It really bothers me that we don't have any more plump helmet spawns. It's kind of bothering me, but I always make a mistake and I can't ever remember what it is. Something about how you're supposed to, whether you're supposed to brew or cook or eat them raw or something. There's some way that you use plump helmets that doesn't give you a seed, and I always forget which way that is. I think we're lucky. I think we have some bones and stuff. No. Just lizard remains and such. That's a shame. Cooking destroys seeds. Alright. Well, that's good. We don't have a cook yet, so I'm not gonna have to worry about that yet. What is this, though? Chalk mugs. Seriously? We don't have bins for chalk mugs? Come on now. How do I promote this? Yeah, promote. Come on, man. How have you not got bins for chalk mugs? Everybody needs mugs. Do I need to make those available in here? I don't know, actually. I'm gonna make a little tiny stockpile for drink, and a tiny stockpile for food, and a tiny stockpile for mugs. Let's see here. So, food. Add another one here for booze. Change the settings. And let's see here. Alright, cool. I should probably also change this so that it's just... We don't want unprepared things here. I guess cheese is okay. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Alright. hopefully that'll make it so that they only have those things there, and then I'm going to add the little stockpile here where it needs to have finished goods. And then I will change this little bad boy so it only allows mugs. And, you know, goblets. I'll let flasks be in there too. I hope mugs are counted in flasks, but I have this weird feeling. Anyhow, we'll see. They can have a bin, good. Alright. Everybody's here at the dining hall. That's nice. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the fact that they have delicious drink with a mug. Let's make sure that they do. Feels pleasure. Da, 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 da. Annoyed having a drink without a goblet, cup, or mug. It could have been a while ago, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hey, somebody grabbed a mug. That's good. Wish there was a way that I could tell it you need to have a bin here. I don't think there's a way to say you must use a bin. So I'm just going to have to make so many bins that someone's like, oh my gosh, we need a bin here. I think I know how I could do that. Is that a trade caravan or a migrant caravan? I missed the log. Oh god, somebody has cats. I forgot to add animals to the pasture. Let's see here. Okay, good. Nothing else that needs pasturing. Oh, yeah, okay, it's the liaison. So, Inan Umak Mel. He's my liaison from the mountain homes. There is much to share. Okay. Is there? Alright, what do we need from these guys? Do we need anything from these Scoobies? I mean, I guess it'd be nice if we got some, like, cloth and such, so I don't have to worry about making it myself. But, I mean, I already have everything in the works for making loads of cloth. I mean, if I got more seeds, that would definitely increase our, the speed that we could get things going. That'd be nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if you guys sent us, like, a bunch of weapons and ammo. Yeah, actually, ammo would be great. Why don't you just send us a shit ton of ammo? Instruments. Yeah, we'll take instruments off your hands so we don't have to find all the exotic parts. I don't know which ones are exotic yet, because every time the world generates, they're different. If we're really lucky, at least one of these is just like a block of stone. It'll be super easy to make. We don't really need that. I mean, nah, we don't need cheeses. Yeah, I know what we definitely need, the fucking gypsum plaster. That stuff's hard to get. I would take... Oh, we'll be making plenty of bags. We'll be making plenty of thread. Glass? Yeah, we have no sand here. We'll take some glass from you if you have it. It's good to have glass for your fortress because you can put it in to allow sunlight in. And it's super important to have that, because otherwise your dwarves will develop sun sickness, and then when they have to fight outdoors, it can become quite dangerous for them. They'll just start throwing up everywhere. I think, though, that's about what we're gonna ask for there. All right. Yep. That's right. We'll pay extra for those things. All right. Cool. Yep. Yeah. What do they want? They're willing to get us. They want to get some anvils, splints. For some reason, they really want splints, blocks, shields. They'll pay us extra for those, so that's nice. Cut gems, meat. So yeah, hopefully next year we'll be able to get some proper trade done with them. They have some things this time. So we'll see if they have like some sneaky gypsum powder we can get. I'm gonna let anyone trade here. Oh, they're still unloading. Oh, I guess I have to cancel that. Oh, right, I see. They still have people walking in on foot, essentially. Alright, how about now? Alright, good. Where's that gypsum? So this is a search feature. There we go. Gypsum plaster bags. We want that. And then, this is a problem. We need to move our goods here. I totally forgot about this. Boy, it's been a while. So let's go ahead and get our, let's see, we got some decent wine. Have we, yeah, let's get, here, have some of this amazing finger millet beer. It's totally great, honestly. That's why we're selling it to you. That might not be enough, so let's see if there's anything else we can trade that they'll like. Maybe some of our gems. Oh, they wanted splints, right? We got one of those. Check it out. There's this like kind of okay chalk mug. You know you want it. Look, we got a few of these kind of okay chalk mugs. This one's fabulous. Alright. This will definitely do it. They'll be fine with this. Alright, let's do it this time. So, search, gypsum, we want this, and we will give you, yeah, that's right, oh yeah, you would love it, this is double what you want. How about this then? Is that good? Trade? Yes. How is that a loss for you? Fine. We'll throw in this and this splint. Well, actually, not the splint. You don't care about the splint. Here, have all of these amazing quote-unquote mugs. There we go. Alright, good. I don't think I have to do anything. I think when they leave, it's good. We don't need a trader here anymore. Alright, good. Everybody can get back to work. We now have gypsum powder, which I need to go ahead and set this as a hospital. Hospital information doesn't have anything because we need to first build container chest. There you go. So you want a bed, a table, and a traction bench, all sort of touching each other so they can be easily moved from one to the other. But yes, this is good. They're putting everything in place, all the beds and all of the supplies that the doctors will need. Check here in the hospital information in a second just to show you that we have cloth, we have powder for casts, we have a bucket. Ah, soap. I should have got some soap from those guys. Oh well. How are you doing? We could use some more bins. Oops. There we go. Alright. That should get everything there. So, let's make sure everything's still looking good. We have kitchen supplies, we have food, that's good. Plump helmets, we still have plenty, excellent. And our drinks, it's getting a little low. I need to get some more barrels pumped out, I think. Just make sure that this guy's still brewing things. He can't. Right. We need more barrels. Hey, this guy's picking up all the mugs, though. Putting them into a bin, I think. Nice. We haven't got a bin for our mugs here yet, though. I wonder if there's a way to say, like, hey, take... Yeah, take from... this one. You take from... Alright. We'll see if that works. Either way, I think everybody's happy. They all seem to be getting food and drink. Somebody just threw some plump helmets there on the table, because why not, right? Plump helmets, I mean, what else are you supposed to do with them? So that's going good. We can build all of our beds here and make this our barracks. Finally, so they'll have a place to go. Curses. You guys can double up. You got bunk beds. Alright. We have a bunch of idlers. That's not good. We need to get some more work going on here. It could just be because there's not as much farming to do. If you'll recall, a lot of our industry is based on farming. Let's get some more stone works going here. Maybe some more metal as well. This will give us a nice big room to do our big workshop floor where we can have all kinds of things here. Ooh, rain.
We come here in hope.
Oh boy, more migrants. You guys excited? It's migrants. I spy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 migrants, not too bad. At least they're getting washed off before they come to our fortress in the rain. Six bots. Seven bots. Anyhow, good. Got enough beds here that I can make this a bedroom. And we will make this a dormitory. Anybody who needs a bed can sleep there. Things are going pretty well. We're starting to get some more work done. It's starting to rain on us, though. We made a trade for some gypsum powder and set up the beginnings of our hospital over here. So we have that going for us. The dining hall is complete, and I've added on a dormitory here so that all of these lousy migrants will have a place to sleep. Expanding the floor of our workshop for profit and for more ability to produce. After we get this cleared out, we can do some more things like set up stockpiles just for metals, just for coal and things like that, so that we can start pumping out metal equipment and start training up blacksmiths. There's nothing worse than wasting your first bit of steel on an untrained armor smith. Especially when a bronze colossus could just come by and ruin you. The reason this is, faithful viewer, is because material density is a thing in this game. And so, yeah, it turns out wood can't harm bronze, and copper can't harm bronze, and iron can't harm bronze. The only thing that can harm bronze is bronze, or steel preferably. So if there's a bronze colossus made entirely of bronze, it doesn't matter how adept you are at swordsmanship if you don't have a steel sword. So, yeah, the race to steel is a very real thing. Because any enemies wearing, you know, bronze or better armor are almost impossible to kill unless you have it. Even if your guys are really good. Iron can work? Okay, fair enough. I didn't know that. But it's not generally considered enough iron. Especially because this game is designed to make you lose. You will lose. I mean, there are some ways that you can keep going for more or less forever, but eventually everything ends, and you will lose. Hey! They have a bin now for the mugs. Hooray! Let's see if that's helped at all. Maybe people are finally having happy thoughts. Let's check out this Weaver. I think he's one of our new guys. Yeah, Bronze Colossus is no joke unless you have fluffy womblers available for throwing. So let's see here. Oh, I talked to my spouse. I feel tenderness. Oh, what a romantic. He hated being caught in the rain. Interested by fine tables. Interested. Wow, that's a new one. Annoyed, caught in the rain. Yeah, it looks like they aren't having problems drinking without mugs now. That's great. Classic story. Yeah, it really is. It's basically a David and Goliath epic in Dwarf Fortress. Guy's being attacked by a bronze colossus, and he doesn't know what to do. He's sort of running out of options, but he's an incredibly skilled thrower. And so he finds what's at hand. A fluffy Wombler, like essentially a Kirby without the ability to, like, suck things in and become them. Just like a little fluffy Kirby thing. And throws it square in the thing's face and kills it. Throwing was OP. But what a great story. But yeah, eventually, life is very much like Dwarf Fortress. Eventually, there's a bronze colossus out there for us all. So let's see if we can get these going now. That they have floors and there aren't objects in the way. Yeah, that'll work as like a little parapet. Yeah, the Dwarf Fortress Hall of Legends. Some of those stories are crazy. And a lot of them literally can't happen anymore. Like, cat-splosions don't really happen the way they used to. There was like a time when the heat model was weird, and having like so many cats in one area literally would cause them to spontaneously combust. And that would light all of the other ones on fire, and then they would run around your fortress lighting everything on fire. It was a real problem, man. You can't let the cat population get out of control. You must eat. You have a lot of idlers, and I imagine it's because they're actually taking a well-deserved rest rather than just being lazy slobs. But just to make sure, yeah, I'll add a bunch of tasks for them. So let's see, we always need more bins. We always need more barrels. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I have that's right, I was making an office. I should be able to get that going now and finally get the manager. Ah! Need a chair. We really don't have any chairs. Ah. Alright, Mason. You, make me a throne. Make a couple. And some doors. Oh, that's right. You can geld them. I forgot all about that. We might have to do that here pretty soon with these dogs, but I'd like to train hunting and war dogs. They are actually fairly useful, just because they just add to your numbers on the battlefield. I think you can make armor for them now. I think you can make barding for them. Get the brewer back on working. Alright, just make sure this thing has got most of what it needs. I need to make some splints. And probably another bucket or two. Yeah, I do. So, you can make a bucket. And why don't you make a couple splits too? That'll work. Alright, these look good. This guy. Oh, come on. I really want that workshop so I can set some of these things on automatic. Then I can sort of focus on more important things without having to really worry about it. Also keep some of these lousy idlers from just sitting around. They actually have things to do. Oh no. I know that the squad management is really weird. So, like, does the rest of your squad pick up the appropriate equipment? It could be, though, that you're just stuck with whatever they feel like. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that could be it. It could be that your armor is too small for it, if it's like human or elf. Hematite. Where have we struck hematite? Ah, cool. A little bit extra there. So let's see. I want to finish it out a little bit more so I can really plan everything. But I want to get a lot more workshops in here. I can go ahead and get the mechanics shop going, because I know I'll need a bunch of those little mechanisms. Oh, jeez, he's a dwarf? Oh, no. Yeah, man, I'm not sure. I don't have too much experience with the foreign people actually doing anything with them. The most experience I have is, like, having them rent rooms at, like, the tavern and such. Yeah, that might work. You might be able to set him on his own. Alright, so we should have some chairs and things. Oh, hey, there it is. There's like a little wheelbarrow there. Gosh, this texture pack is for such big monitors. Anyhow, let's go ahead and make this place nicer. We're going to smooth all of the stone here. And that'll make the dining room ridiculously fantastic. People will love it. Speaking of rooms, modest quarters. Nobody owns those. Oh, right, because they're the dormitory, I think. Yeah, I still need to get that office sorted out. Oh, it looks like it's done. Yeah, alright. There you go. So now, yes, you have what you require. Good. Alright. So now I should be able to go into workshop profiles for things. And say, like, hey, you, I need you to make me barrels. But wait, there's more. I need you to, I think this is what I need to do. Make a new work order for barrels. This might be the wrong thing. Let's say I need, like, 5. And then, conditions. There we go. Alright. Add conditions from... There we go. That's it. I need to have an amount of items. We'll check it daily. Amount of items available is at least 5. Whew, God willing, that will make it so that there's always 5 barrels available. We will see. We will see. Oh, will it? Alright, let's see here. Conditions. Um, you want if number of items is less than, right. Inequality? Yeah. And then I need to change the item type to barrel. There we go. Amount of barrels available is less. Okay, yeah. All right, there we go. That should do it. All right, cool. And then it's a little bit trickier with this one, but I want to. Right, for cross-production, right, gotcha. So just item means whatever it was, gotcha. Alright, so work orders, we'll make a new one. We want to brew a drink from plant. We want to have, what, like 20? At least. And then, oh, right, it'll do 20 more. So that means when we, yeah, okay. Conditions, add, restarts if completed, conditions checked daily, amount of items, item type. Can we just do, like, drink? Yeah. And then we need to change the number we'll say like when it's less than 50 it'll restart. Change the amount of drinks available is less than that, then we make 20 more. Alright, that should work. And that should mean we won't have to do it all the time. One-time order of like 5. Well, yeah, I do like to do that sometimes, but I'm trying to make it so that, you know, theoretically the person could be doing other things, you know, sometimes. And it doesn't have a billion, like, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that. Maybe it doesn't do that. But I'm thinking this will keep it going. It should always make enough barrels so that we have some. And then whenever we have too few drinks, this guy will start making more. So we have that. Look how nice that looks. Ah, I love the smoothing. Look at this. Now that's a place where you could definitely get totally slammered and eat your food. I need to not allow pets in here. Like, animals need to not be allowed here. I don't think I can actually do that. I think I just have to do, like, doors and then get them out of there. But, oh well. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. Some of them are pets, and they'd be, like, upset if they didn't have access to their pets. Some more beds made for all the people. We need a couple more tables, so we'll get our mason on that. Alright, we've got the mechanics workshop. We'll go ahead and make a whole bunch of mechanisms. Alright, we need to get a farmer's workshop so we can start processing these fibers and turn them into actual useful things. Is that here? Yeah, farmer's workshop. And then we'll need a weaver and a loom. I guess not a weaver, it's a, yeah, it's the clothier's shop. They might actually have to get moved somewhere else. We'll dig out a little area for them. little more room here so they can actually put their clothing there. Because in this new update, as I understand it, clothes are getting worn down pretty quick. Let's see if we can see an example of that somewhere. So let's view unit. It's not the right way to do it. There's a way to check what they're wearing. Inventory. There we go. Does it tell me here how messed up they are? It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I can tell from here or if they just haven't gotten worn down enough to notice. But it will happen that they'll get worn down and they need new ones, and they'll get like unhappy about it if you don't take care of it. So that's going. We probably ought to. I want to look into a military, but I don't think we're ready to spare the labor for like people to be training a whole lot. We do have quite a few idlers, I suppose. Who are these guys? What are our main idlers? We got Child, Bone Carver, Metal Crafter, our broker leader guy, an herbalist. That's actually not too bad, honestly. These people don't have anything to be working on right now anyways. But they will soon. Let's go ahead and start working on some of these things. We need, they're called furnaces. Yeah, we need a wood furnace so we can turn all of our wood into charcoal. We'll need that to run our smeltery, which will be smelting up stone, metal-bearing stone into metal. So might as well make a stockpile of wood for this guy back here. We'll make a stockpile for bars and blocks back here. We'll want a metal-bearing stone stockpile just for this guy. Make sure that this doesn't contain these other kinds of things here. And that should start to get everything moved around. We're going to need a couple more wheelbarrows, I think. I'm going to just go ahead and make a normal stone stockpile here just to sort of clear stone from future expansions, because we're going to need to. And this thing here, you just contain stones. Alright. And then you definitely need to take from this stone stockpile. Alright. I guess all of these are going to need extra wheelbarrows. Not you, but you, definitely. 2, and you as well. Alright. We'll let that work for a little bit. We'll try and zoom into the appropriate zoom level and we can watch them work for a little. Oh my gosh, the proper zoom level, where is it? I've gone too far. Oh, there it is. Alright, proper zoom level. I really need to find a way to change that to bicubic instead of bilinear, but oh well. Ah, yes. This will be good. We'll get all of up here where they're just finishing it off. We'll try and get all of our actual metal works. This will be fun. Get that wood furnace going here. You need to make charcoal, and how? In fact, you need a workshop profile for making charcoal. We need a new order. You need to make charcoal. We need like 20 at all times. And there's a condition. Restarts completed. Check daily. Add item condition. We need to have. And if you got like less than 50, you need to start making more. And it needs to be you. Yep. There we go. Alright, and that'll keep him working on that. And this one, I'll wait until there's plenty of charcoal, because the charcoal making takes quite a bit longer than the smelting in general, and it just gets annoying. Having to constantly tell them to do it over and over again. We need more doors placed, but are they just stone doors? Or are these? Yeah, okay, they're chalk doors. They aren't. They look just like the temporary thing. Yeah, like this one. It's hard to tell when they aren't actually getting built. Are these chalk doors or? Yeah, okay. They need furniture hauling. Do we not have enough people doing furniture hauling? Let's just take a look here. Oh, I have a bunch of people who could be doing it. Alrighty, so you guys are gonna do some work. There we go. Get to work, peasants. Yeah, now we don't have so many idlers. Okay, get ourselves that clothier workshop here. Oops, the clothier's workshop. Okay. And then, I guess I should put the leatherworks as well. Then we can make a pile over here. It's not a pile. Stockpile here. We're gonna do this with I'm gonna do a custom stockpile settings. All I want is cloth, leather, and then let's get some of these here. Alright, all we want here is footwear, headwear, handwear, legwear, backpacks, quivers, codices. Hell yeah. And chains, because some of them are rope, or fabric rather. None of this. No. Nope. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. And then we're just going to have a regular cloth and leather storage. Alright, there we go. So that should be all of our industry ready to go. Just got to get these guys working. Let's see, this is the this is the farmer's workshop. Always be processing plants. Make cheese if you can, why not? And milk animals all the time. Always be milking. And shear them, sure, why not? And spin thread, because fuck, why not? Go for it. Just knock yourself out. Do all of that as much as you can. And you should probably weave threads, and you should probably also weave cloth. Okay. That's still being worked on. Alright. So we don't have any thread yet, of course, because this guy needs to get it done first. Cool, so apparently we can make cheese. So I guess some of our animals are milkable. I've never ever made cheese. This is the first time I've ever bothered to try and make cheese in this game. You're seeing something brand new from me. I've never done it. Let's see here. So these guys need a certain number of clothes, essentially. And I'm going to just do a workshop profile for it. We always want to have like just about 5 pairs of each kind of clothes laying around. So I'm going to do cloaks. Let's see here, wait. I need robes. Can I add more items to it? I guess not. Alright. We'll go through each one separately then. They need robes, they need trousers, they need shoes, and that's technically all they need to be happy. So we're going to leave it like that for now. And then each of these needs conditions. Daily, add an item condition. Items is less than 5. This one, same thing. It's condition, item condition, less than number 5. This guy needs a condition, item condition, less than number 5. So now, whenever there's like, whenever they ruin their clothes, they'll pick up a fresh pair, and the ruined pair don't count as clothes for this thing's check, I believe. I'm gonna just see one thing here. So there might be like material condition. Nope, that's fine. So that should be good. So now they should make clothes. Just a couple of sets, whenever they can, and then stop once there's like enough. So like if no dwarves need more clothes, they won't pick them up. It'll stockpile up to 5, and we get to go on with our lives. That's the plan, anyways. I suppose I could add that to this. That we need to weave fibers if there aren't enough. So we'll go ahead and do that. New order, thread and cloth. I don't know, 5? Why not? Conditions are an item condition. We'll say what? Cloth. Yeah, so just 5. Change the inequality. Oops, less than 5. There we go. And that way there'll always be a little bit of cloth there to work on. And this guy needs to keep doing all of that. That's fine. Spin thread needs to be pretty important. Doesn't have any yet. Alright, so what do we have here? What are we growing right now? Growing plump helmets. No seeds for pigtails. Yeah, it's a real problem. I feel like we should have pigtails, though, for processing. Pigtails. So yeah, we should have some. Is it maybe brewing them is bad? Go ahead and do that. Let's see if there are orders. That's not the right thing. It is, man, how do I do that? Huh. Huh. Interesting. I'm just gonna have to wait, I think. It's probably just a matter of nobody's gotten around to doing it yet. They need to thresh the fibers. I think that's exactly what he just did, actually. No, he's making cheese. What do we have in here? Cloth bin, wood bin, alright. I guess we can check our stocks here and just really go into it. So we need to find so we have 2 rope reed thread. So we do actually have some clothing made of pigtails already. We have 4 pigtails. I feel like there's some way to say in the kitchen, like, that we shouldn't use certain things. Like these here. Yeah, turn off brew. Don't brew this. And then plump helmets. Let's... I don't know. We'll hold off on that until I have somebody who can do stock keeping. In fact, maybe I can go ahead and do that. Can you do all of them? If I told you to be our bookkeeper, could you also do that? These guys are competent. This guy's a clerk. That's all he does. Alright, fine. You're getting a new office. There we go. And a door, I guess, for you. I assume, perhaps incorrectly, that we have some, like, tables and chairs lying around. Yeah, good. Zoom out just a little so I can actually see a little more. The barracks is looking good, although it could use a couple more beds. Well, at least things are getting milked, and that's happening. I suppose I could build a kitchen here. And we could cook up, like, cheese and stuff. Just go into our stocks and forbid all of our booze-making things. Like, we definitely don't want these to be, these plump helmets to be cooked. The rest of that, why not? So that'll be nice. Get a couple of meals going. That'll definitely make everybody's mood better. Speaking of moods, how is everyone? Who is this guy here? Ronki, you are Sermonom. Ficod Sermonon. How are you doing? She just... I get so jealous sometimes. That's her catchphrase. Satisfied at work. She remembered a fine table. Ah, she's frustrated for not being able to pray to her god. Ush dish. Interesting. Frustrated, dwelling upon being unable to pray to their god. Ush dish. I wonder if other people are having this problem, if they're now, like, wanting religious, things here. What are you doing? You're a weaver. What are you doing? You didn't like being caught in the rain. You don't care about religion. This guy's still pissed about not having a goblet, but I mean, we literally have a bin here that has goblets in it, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Maybe it's just meant to have goblets. Here, I can fix that. Take from this. See if people bring some cups in here. Might have to do something else to make that happen. Might have to just say that they aren't allowed anywhere else. This stockpile. This is definitely the one. See, you no longer hold mugs. Mugs are all going over there. Type, goblets, flasks, no longer allowed in here. Yep, that's right. Bring them to the mug flask room. They're bringing them to the mug flask room, right? I'd be so pissed if they don't. Yeah, okay, they got all their mugs in there. Huzzah! Alright, so that's how you do it. You just make sure that they can't put them anywhere else. There, you all have mugs. They're right here. I imagine there's food and stuff here. Yeah, there's food in here. It's not good food, but there's food in there. Don't worry, we're fixing that. We got a kitchen coming. So, workshop profile. New order. We're going to prepare a fine meal. And the conditions are that there's less than... Actually, we should probably get up to like 20 of these. Okay, and then change the number here. Oops, there we go. 10. What is it? Wait a minute. Details. Oh, that'll just have to do. They'll just make 5 more every time there's not 20. That'll still technically work, I think. You just might have to keep running back there and making more. Ah, winter has come. Oh, let's see what we got going on here. let's see. Gotta do the whole save thing. Uh-oh. Dwarf Fortress.exe has stopped responding. I'm gonna wait for it to respond, because I have this weird feeling that it'll still work. Don't know what the stream looks like right now, though. I'm hoping it's just frozen on that previous frame. Nice. So far my stream health says it's doing great. I hope that it's looked good on viewing side as well. If anybody feels like I should increase the sound effects or anything, I can do that. I'm getting a little worried now that might have actually crashed, which is a shame. I'll probably wait for one more minute here and see what happens. But we are getting on to 2 hours that I've been streaming for. So I was going to end it anyways after the save, but oh, I'd really like it if I got to keep all of that work I just did. But it looks like it's not going to be, so go ahead and cancel that out. And I'll just go ahead and say that we're going to call the stream here. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Hopefully I will try running it again tomorrow or the next day. And we'll pick up wherever the game decided to leave me off. Yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you all later.